Deep in the Amazon rainforest, there are places where no human has ever set foot. The trees stretch endlessly, rivers twist like serpents, and the air is so heavy it feels alive. But hidden within this vast green world, local tribes whisper of something more than jaguars or anacondas. They speak of a beast that terrifies even the bravest hunters. A creature that does not belong to the modern world. They call it the Mapinguari. According to legend, the Mapinguari is no ordinary animal. Witnesses describe it as a towering monster, covered in thick, matted fur, with claws so sharp they can tear apart trees. Its feet, disturbingly, face backward, making its tracks impossible to follow. Some stories claim it has only one giant eye in the middle of its head. Others insist it hides a second mouth on its stomach, opening to unleash blood-curdling screams that echo through the forest. But perhaps the most terrifying detail of all is the smell. People say that long before you see the Mapinguari, you smell it. A stench so foul, like rotting flesh, that it drives humans away in fear. For outsiders, these tales sound like nothing more than folklore. But for the tribes of the Amazon, the Mapinguari is not a myth. It is a reality. Elders warn young hunters to avoid strange roars at night. Travelers tell stories of following animal tracks, only to realize they were walking toward the creature instead of away from it. And many insist that bullets and arrows cannot kill it, bouncing off its thick hide like stones on metal. To them, the Mapinguari is not just a legend, it's part of the jungle itself. So where did this story come from? According to tradition, the Mapinguari was once a powerful shaman, a man who sought eternal life. In anger, the spirits cursed him, transforming his body into a monster. Condemned to roam the jungle forever, the shaman became a symbol of punishment and fear. This is why some tribes view the Mapinguari not only as a physical creature but as a spiritual warning, a reminder that greed and arrogance bring destruction. But here's where it gets interesting: the Mapinguari legend is not just ancient myth. Over the past 2 centuries, countless rubber tappers, hunters, and even modern explorers claim to have encountered it. Reports describe massive figures crashing through the trees, leaving behind footprints larger than a human head. Hunters tell of being followed by something that growled louder than a jaguar and reeked so badly they couldn't breathe. One man swore he saw a beast, 7 feet tall, walking upright through the brush. He fired his gun at it, but instead of falling, the creature simply roared and vanished into the forest. What makes this even stranger is how similar these sightings are to the folklore that's been told for hundreds of years. Different people, different backgrounds, different time periods, yet they all describe the same details: the backward feet, the foul smell, the terrifying roar. Could it really be possible that something so bizarre is out there, hidden within the most unexplored wilderness on Earth? The Amazon is the perfect place for a mystery like this. It stretches over 2.5 million square miles, making it larger than the entire continent of Europe. Even with satellites and modern technology, scientists estimate that only a fraction of its plants and animals have been documented. New species are discovered every single year, and large areas of the forest remain completely untouched. If any place on Earth could hide a massive, unknown creature, it's here. But maybe the Mapinguari isn't just a myth. Some scientists and cryptozoologists believe the stories may have roots in reality. The most popular theory is that the Mapinguari could be a surviving population of giant ground sloths, creatures known as Megatherium that roamed South America thousands of years ago. These animals were enormous, standing over 10 feet tall on their hind legs, with massive claws and thick, shaggy fur. They fit many descriptions of the Mapinguari perfectly. According to paleontology, these sloths went extinct around 10,000 years ago. But what if small populations survived, deep in the uncharted forests of the Amazon? Other theories suggest the Mapinguari could be a misidentified bear. The spectacled bear, native to South America, sometimes rears up on its hind legs, which could explain upright sightings. But spectacled bears are far smaller, they don't stink like rotting flesh, and their tracks look nothing like backward human feet. That explanation falls apart quickly. And then there's the possibility that the backward feet aren't literal at all. Some researchers believe this detail may be symbolic, describing how the creature confuses hunters and makes them lose their way. Others argue that people may have misinterpreted overlapping animal tracks, giving the illusion of feet pointing the wrong way. But for locals who have grown up in these forests, hunters who know every print and sound, the explanation is simple: the tracks are real, and the creature walks differently from anything else alive. One chilling part of the story that can't be ignored is the smell. Many witnesses, both indigenous and modern, swear that the stench is unbearable, like weeks-old decay. Interestingly, real sloths carry algae and bacteria in their fur, producing a musky odor. If a creature as massive as a ground sloth survived, its scent could easily overwhelm anyone nearby. This detail, more than any other, suggests the legend might not be completely fictional. Then there's the roar. People who claim to have heard it describe a sound unlike anything else in the jungle. Louder than jaguars, deeper than howler monkeys, with a vibration that makes your chest shake. Some hunters say the roar is so terrifying it freezes you in place, as if the jungle itself is warning you to run. Could this be an adaptation to scare predators, or prey? Or is it something stranger, something science has yet to identify? Now, let's step back for a moment. We often think of cryptids, creatures like Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster, as part of modern urban legend. But the Mapinguari is different. It isn't just an internet story or a campfire tale. It's woven into the culture of the Amazon. For the people who live there, it is both myth and reality. A symbol of the forest's mysteries and a warning of its dangers. Even today, some tribes refuse to enter certain regions because they believe the Mapinguari still roams there. The Brazilian government itself has documented the legend as part of its cultural heritage research. Anthropologists studying the region note how consistently the stories align across different tribes. And while scientists haven't confirmed the creature's existence, many admit the Amazon still holds secrets that may never be uncovered. So what are we left with? On one hand, there's no physical evidence, no bones, no bodies, no photographs. On the other, there are centuries of consistent sightings, smells, and sounds reported by people who know the jungle better than anyone. The balance between folklore and reality makes the Mapinguari one of the most fascinating hidden creatures in the world. Think about it this way. Just a few decades ago, scientists believed the giant squid was a sailor's myth. Today, we have footage of them alive in the deep ocean. The coelacanth, a prehistoric fish thought to have gone extinct millions of years ago, was found alive in 1938. Again and again, nature has proven that myths sometimes have truth hiding inside them. Could the Mapinguari be the Amazon's version of that? A creature from the past, surviving in the last great wilderness of Earth? Whether it's real or not, the story of the Mapinguari forces us to look at the Amazon differently. It reminds us that even in the 21st century, there are still places where humans are not in control. Still animals we haven't cataloged. Still mysteries waiting in the shadows. And maybe, just maybe, a massive, stinking, backward-footed beast is still roaming under the canopy, laughing at our certainty that we've discovered it all. So I'll leave you with this. Imagine walking alone through the rainforest at night. The air is thick and humid, insects buzz around you, and in the distance, something roars, so loud your body freezes. The smell hits you next, unbearable, making your stomach twist. You raise your flashlight, and through the trees, two glowing eyes stare back. The ground shakes as something huge moves closer. Would you still believe the Mapinguari is just a legend? Tell me what you think. Is the Mapinguari simply an ancient myth, passed down to keep people safe? Or could it be one of the last survivors of a prehistoric world, hidden in the Amazon's depths? Share your thoughts in the comments, I want to hear what you believe. And if you enjoyed this dive into the hidden mysteries of the world, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Because there are many more secrets out there, waiting to be uncovered. And who knows, the next one might be even stranger than the Mapinguari. Until then, remember, the jungle keeps its secrets well. And some creatures were never meant to be explained.